Okay, Battlefield of Eternity, Scrim. TBD versus Fountain Snipers. They hit 4 first. Blue hits 4 first. So blue started their camp a little bit early, I think. And then red sends 3 to do this camp. Only 2 is necessary. If we had only sent 2 to this, if red had only sent 2, this wave could be cleared faster. This is overcommitment of hero resources, which creates this situation. Red tank is already low as it is. Should probably die here. If you're looking at this still right here, 4v1, that should be a dead cow. But they mess up. Blue messes up their abilities. Don't secure the kill, but now ETC is super low right when the objective starts. So that was all because of sending 3 heroes here. There's a free chromie. No damage goes out to follow from the stun. It's fine. I mean, if you're focusing on winning the race, then whatever. So now ETC, who is low from that previous sequence, comes in, engages, slides in, gets a stun on chromie, no damage follow up, and instantly killed. Chromie didn't take any damage at all from that engage. Now Urel engages. No kills. But at halftime, red is up 11k to 8k. So all red needs to do is race this and they win. But here's a problem. So at halftime, both assassins go and tap. Neither of them were low enough to have to tap. They're both kind of auto attacks will get the job done kind of a situation. They weren't so that tap allows blue, you'll see that these health totals are going to completely change. So where it was red's easy win, because all of this time was wasted tapping, this objective is going to be lost by a wide margin. They're now 2k, blue is now 2k up. That should never have happened. This tap, totally unnecessary. And that's gonna set up, losing this is gonna set up difficulties for the rest of the game. So they're about to be 7, but blue's about to be 7, but red positions themselves to fight into a talent tier deficit. So that's not a good macro decision. Also, red's intentions are totally split. We have 2 theaters. ETC gets wrecked. No blue health bars are really going down. No deaths though, but it was unsound to even position for a fight here when they were about to be 7. Now, because of the sequence I pointed out earlier, this is really weak. So they decide to split push. And they also see maybe we can get some damage onto their red's offlane. So this doesn't get any value, but this does. This is dead because of what happened earlier with us sending 3 people here. So macro decisions are poor. This is a free Artanis, but it takes us forever to kill him. Blue is still almost a level ahead. So here, I like this right here, providing vision. But then I think we give it up. I think we give up this vision control. Yeah. Red tank goes into a wave and abandons this vision. So this rotation would have been seen earlier, for example. And now blue tank is going to claim the vision here that red just abandoned. Now red wants to fight blue. Blue isn't 10 yet. This is when red's like, we need to fight blue, but we've given up vision. So that's going to make all of this harder, and engage harder to do because red doesn't have vision. Uther wants to fight because, like I said, it's going to be, there's a tiny window of opportunity to fight here. So Uther's shot calling with his body, which is frustration. Chromie should engage with temporal loop right now, but blue isn't on the same page either. So the engage comes out a little slow. Uther's 100% dead there if blue is more in sync. Comes out late, so Uther won't die. And Johanna could die here, but walks away. So that's a missed opportunity right there. This is still what we want, what red wants. But Chromie lands a bunch of damage. So red is really low with an Uther healer. Urel's engaging in their backline. Ball is looking to follow up on it. So we have 2 groups of intention here again. Red Immortal is taking damage. Blue has nobody racing. I don't think red needs 5 people up here. Although because of the window of opportunity, the level 10 hasn't been reached by blue. I don't know if it's necessarily bad that red has put 5 people into this team fight. But it's not a team fight because we're in 2 different worlds right here. Artanis should be dead here. Barely takes any damage, if any. Stun, no damage. Gets stunned again, there's no follow-up from the boss stun. You can see abilities are just whiffing. Blue still isn't 10, but we still have 5 here. No one racing. Need an engage and a kill faster before they hit 10. Urella's at the front line right now. ETC is low. So here's an engage from Uriel onto Artanis. Stormbolt. Vala's over here. Not part of this engage. Vaults in. Gets a little damage out. Artanis lives. One more Vala auto probably would have killed him. So, just different uncoordinated play there on that engage. I'm not sure if what comms were like for this engage. I think if something were said, that follow-up would have been better. I don't know. ETC slides in, very low health. Blue team is like, kill ETC, has no escape. But they're low too. Their front line is low. Now, one of red goes to tap. All of red probably should have done that. Get healthy. The blue's going to be 10. No kills are going to be achieved here with the state of resources. And 2 of red is already out. Are already out. So instead of tapping here, I think Vala could be going down here to start chipping away at that, knowing, well, they're going to be 10 here. All of red team probably should have tapped and gone down here. But red stays engaged at low health. Level 10 has now been achieved by blue, so this is no longer any good. And of course, blue has 10, so they engage. Get 2 people stunned here. There's a slide on Johanna. Artanis is available. No damage onto him. You know, red has 2 different things going on again. Chromie's available down here. Because this was happening, there's not enough resources here, maybe. Vala has checked out of hitting Chromie. Turns around, but then Chromie's gone. So now we're in 3 different theaters. And we still don't have 10, so they use Light Bomb. Blue uses Light Bomb. Hanzo's down to 266 health. Joe pulls Hanzo back in, and that's an easy kill. So yeah, once they hit 10, any interaction with them was bad. This was decent, like Chromie was really out of position here. But because we were still up here, even though they had 10s, this opportunity was missed. And we weren't hitting their immortal at any point. So it's going to be full shield by the end of this. Swap there, but whatever. So that's the problem. We gave the first immortal, red gave the first immortal away. Second immortal, we failed to win this team fight because engages weren't maybe talked about and not followed up on appropriately to get a kill. Various other team fight issues were happening. Split intentions. They hit 10. You know, split intentions with 2 people leaving the fight entirely before blue got 10 to go tap and whatnot. Just uncoordinated. Didn't capitalize on the Chromie because we were here and here. So the first one was given away by both racers tapping when they didn't need to. The second one was just poor team fight. Okay, so ETC wants to engage their backline. positioned out here for a very long time. And I don't remember how clear comms were here. Our comms are generally not good, so ETC's moving in to Mosh. Some of us are on the same page with that. Moving in to help. So here's the three-person Mosh, and if we look at health bars, they don't really go down very fast, and the Hanzo ultimate doesn't hit everyone who's in Mosh. It's placed a little bit too low on the Mosh circle. So this is really such a good Mosh here, but look at the health bars. Jo is the one that is most available to be burst down and killed, and she's already at half health. But she gets pulled to safety, almost no damage went out on her. The ultimate is misaimed from Hanzo a little bit. So only Chromie is going to be taking damage, but that's going to be enough to finish Chromie. But up here, no damage is done. Both of these could have been easy kills if this ultimate had been aimed more properly, more effectively. So Raynor takes like 25% health maybe, damage. So this is 4 into a Johanna who used Iron Skin. Doesn't have it. Jo needs to die there. There's a disengage from Anduin. But here we go again. There's 2 up here and chasing a healthy Raynor when a completely available Jo is like right here in front of all of red. So 2 different things, more uncoordinated play. Meanwhile, Vol's getting destroyed by minions. So yeah, split intention. Nobody dies. But none of this happens if we didn't tap here and give away the first objective. All of this is kind of a waste of time to look at to me because of the initial problem in the early game. Could be different. So they're going to be 13, we're not even 12 yet. Now, they're going to give us a potential gift. They're not 13, and they're giving us another team fight. We want a team fight here. We're getting XP here. Just finished this. And we're not moving together as a group. We're not saying on comms we want a team fight. Let's find them before they hit 13. And then this bush is face checked. Instant delete. So what could have been a gift for us, because red wants the 12 to 11 fight before 13 is achieved by blue, instead turns into a bush face check and an instant delete. Again, just not on the same wavelength. Good play from them, though. A good call. Risky, because again, red wants a team fight, but they could tell that we weren't in the mood for it because we're laning. So we gave them information, at least down here, that half of our damage would not be available here for this rotation. And that empowered them to make the decision they made. Kind of don't want to look at these fights because, again, none of this should be happening. They're 13 now. So the worst thing we can do is stagger our deaths. ETC's dead for 5 more seconds. Worst thing red can do is die here. 13 to 11. Here's an engage from Urel. Gets 2 stuns. Looking at their health bars. No damage, no damage, no damage on them. Artanis takes a little bit at the end, but by then Urel's or Uther's taking damage. I think, was Dragon available sooner from Hanzo? No. Oh no, it is. Yeah, so if this were coordinated, you'd have the stun here, and then you'd have the Dragon Arrow already starting to hit them. I think Dragon Arrow, like Urel's, I'm going to engage. Urel shows visually they're going to engage. Maybe. Yeah, so there's a leap. That's an engage. But it totally misses everyone. Although I think the idea here is to position for the stun attempt. Yeah. So if Dragon Arrow was already here, you get 2 kills. But it just doesn't happen. Yeah, Hanzo's has a great angle right here to hit both of them. But now they're no longer stunned. Dragon Arrow, or what's it called? Yeah, Dragon Strike still hasn't been used. Still has an effect though, it kind of ISOs Raynor, or Artanis rather, gets damage on Raynor. But still, just a huge missed opportunity right here. Dragon Arrow, or Dragon Strike. Can't win fights if you don't use your abilities, don't connect with them. Uther doesn't die there if Dragon Strike comes out. $13 to 12, they have 1 dead, they're low, so Red elects to chase. Right here, immediately the call is probably this. Just get map tempo back. Although Red's down a healer and a talent tier. But a lot of time is spent kind of just doing nothing for a long time. And then there's thoughts of getting the camp. It's too late. It's too late by now. Just walk away from this. Although, blue gives red a gift. Here's Johanna completely alone. Slide needs to happen right here with jump and damage onto Joe. But that doesn't happen. The ETC's autoing minions here. So yeah, this is a slide blow up situation, but clearly a team isn't on the same page. Slide doesn't happen. Damage whiffs, slide whiffs. We only see 3 of them. So it'll be 13 to 14 for this one. Same talent tier. Game can still be salvaged. Artanis is visible right there.
There is no
We get tank vision. Tank is still choosing talent. 13 talent. There it is. So yeah, Artanis could have been engaged on. I think talent was being picked. Maybe that's why the engage didn't happen.
There is no escaping my justice.
Yeah, so right here. And there's more. Urel is noping out. There's lane pressure down here. So now 5v4 plus Immortal. But if we can't stand in Immortal, then Immortal isn't really helping us. Blue knows that red is now down here. ETC looking for an engage, takes a ton of damage down to half health. Blue is super healthy. These have to be decisive fights because Uther can't sustain a poke war. And we're in two different theaters of operation again. Seems like I have to say this for every single time there's a engage between the two teams. What we want is to combo with the boss stun, and we have boops that can knock people into the stun. So slide and then boop Artanis into the stun. And then Artanis dies, but again, tank can't really make those plays when team is doing different things. Ball is just on an island and gets wrecked. So not playing together, that's what all of this is. This isn't a shaman camp, so it can probably be ignored at this point, because this is game, basically. But we're now 3v5 engaging with the enemy team. Slide wasn't used there after the Uther stun. Like, Johanna needs to die there. If we're gonna be doing this, and then we have to make some kind of play if we're already doing the wrong thing, interacting with them down a hero or two. Like, it's already wrong for us to be interacting. Although, like I said, this is game. And again, we just had no race ever in the last two objectives. But if we're going to be doing this, then we need to actually do something. So right here, I guess we were CC'd by time trap there. But right here, yeah, slides up, and Uther uses stun. No slide. And therefore Iron Skin comes out. Damage from Hanzo is tepid. So there's a slide. That's why slide wasn't used here. ETC's looking for a bigger play. do the holy cow routine, but Dragon Arrow or Dragon Strike doesn't really get much value here. It's 3 people. So Joe's very low. No slide. Stun is up. Either uses stun here to try to stop damage from being applied. But Artanis probably better target. Actually, I shouldn't speed through that because this is the fight we want. 13 to 15. They're not 16. Blue isn't 16 yet. I'll look at this. But, you know, we're not a team. Again. This engage needs to be dealt with. There's a double stun. Both players don't go down very fast. Artanis needs to die. It takes a long time for Artanis to die, so then ETC dies. Yeah, and that's the end of the game, I think.
Blue team has destroyed us. Ends my assault.
16 to 14. None of this is any good because of the talent disparity. Talent tier, I should say. So they're just 5v4. We're split off, we're not 5, so that's uncoordinated again. Moshi's that we countered. Dragon Strike is just thrown out for whatever. And they're pushing because, again, we're split. Don't have 5 players. So they're like, alright, well, let's move in, because by the time we are 5, we have a lot of damage that red has taken. And that's the tale.